third grammatical function now of a noun, which is said to be complement of the subject. You know, sometimes when you make a reference to subject, we say you are making a kind of a complement of that subject. And most of the times, the word that appears making a kind of a complement of that particular subject is occupied, the position is occupied by a noun. Let's see an example for us to have a focus. Mr. Buhari is our teacher. Mr. Buhari is our teacher. Our subject here is Mr. Buhari. Or removing Mr., let's leave Buhari is our teacher. Buhari here, we agree, is the name of a person. And it has now become a noun. And what does it do in the sentence? What does it occupy? It serves the function of the subject of the sentence. Buhari is our teacher. Do we still have another noun in the sentence apart from Buhari? Yes. What is that? Teacher. And what teacher? What class of words or what part of speech is teacher? It's still a noun. Where we have Buhari as a kind of a proper noun, we have teacher as an example of a common noun. But the main thing here is both Buhari and teacher are nouns. What is teacher doing in the sentence? Is it receiving the action for us to call it object? No. No, it is not receiving the action. It is rather bringing you back to who Buhari is. The sentence still remains, Buhari is our teacher. Therefore, teacher here is subject complement. It is what? Subject complement. And it is what we mean here as one of the grammatical functions of a noun as complement of the subject. Don't get confused. You may have a sentence like this. Buhari slaps our teacher. Coming back to our simple discussion on context, which I told you, a word can be contextualized to change its class. In these two sentences we have, the first one, Buhari is our teacher, and the second one is Buhari slapped our teacher. The difference here is and slapped. Okay? Is a verb. And slap too is a verb. Buhari here is our subject, just like we have Buhari in the first sentence as our subject. But the question you would ask yourself, is teacher noun still? Yes, it is a noun. But do we call it object of the sentence or we call it complement of the subject? In this second example, teacher is not performing the same operational function as we have assumed it to be doing in the first example. In the second one, it is not referring you back to Buhari like this one. Here, Buhari is our teacher. Teacher here takes you back to who Buhari is. But in this one, Buhari performed an action. And what action? Slapped. And do we have somebody receiving the action performed by Buhari? Yes. Who is that? Teacher. In this first example, Buhari is the teacher is Buhari. We are referring, or the sentence lies on one person. But in this one, there are two persons that are different. One is Buhari, and teacher here is another person. And therefore, Buhari that has done the slapping as an action is being received by somebody. Therefore, here we don't have subject complement again, but object of the verb. Because object we say has to do with recipient or receiver of an action. So you have to be very careful. If you have two sentences like this, you don't need to jump into conclusion because we've already given you the first one as subject complement. By seeing the second one, you make conclusion by saying it is the same thing as subject complement. No, you have to, I repeat, you have to be very, very painstaking in realizing the operational function of that word before you can classify it. And in these two examples, we have seen that. This one is subject complement as teacher, and the teacher here too is not subject complement, but what? Object of the verb, slap. Okay. Let me quickly give you another example so that we go to the next one. Good luck was a president. Good luck was a president. Good luck here is our subject because it's the topic of discussion in the sentence. And was a president. President here is a noun. And what does it do? It tells you who it makes a kind of, it complements good luck as subject of the sentence. Therefore, this is another example of subject complement.